decorating more Christmas trees. Now let me just say one thing. I love our apartment. I'm like so happy that we live here. But this window is my least favorite part of the apartment. One, because we have hospital blinds. For as much as we're paying for this apartment, we really couldn't get any better than hospital blinds? Apparently not. And two, when you open this, hold on, I got a lot of junk in front of it. This window isn't actually decorated yet. I haven't done anything with it. I've just kind of, yeah. So when you open these, let me show you our view. It's absolutely stupid. Our view is, I feel like you can just only see my reflection. Literally the inside like hallway where all the doors are of our apartment. Where our view is our neighbor's window directly across from us. It's the most pointless window ever, and it always looks dark outside when you look outside of it. It's just depressing. So today I'm decorating this window, I'm making some Christmas trees, and we are gonna make this look freaking adorable for Christmas time. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. So once again, this is another project where I'm just winging it. I've wanted to try to make these I don't know, forever. So I'm excited to be doing this today. These are cones I got half off at Hobby Lobby. Let's see. These are $3. I think this one was $5. I got 2 things of white yarn. This was 30% off, $5 full price, 30% off. I don't know what that is. But I got 2 things of yarn because I was paranoid about running out. And I got little beads for little ornaments all over the trees. These were also half off. So this one was $1.50, $1. I've got my hot glue gun here warming up. I'm gonna start with the smallest cone because I feel like that's gonna be easiest. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue the yarn to the top. Andrew told me I need to start at the top and work my way down versus the bottom and work my way up. He had some reason why that's a better idea. I, again, have no plan, so I think that sounds like a good idea, so that's how we're starting this. I'm only gonna hot glue the yarn to the top, and then I'm gonna use Mod Podge all the way to the rest down. All the rest of the way down? All the rest of the way down. Because that just seems to make more sense to me. And I'm also worried about hot glue. If I use hot glue, it's just gonna like get all goopy and become a mess. I'm trying to avoid making a mess because that means more cleanup for me when this is all over with. Just to give you a little close up here, I hot glued the piece of yarn downwards, and then I'm going to start wrapping it around the top like that. So that way the piece that I glued will be hidden. Next I'm going to take my Mod Podge. Everyone knows by now how much I love Mod Podge. I try to use it with freaking every project that I do, even if it's not a project where Mod Podge should be used. I usually whip it out at some point. So I'm just gonna paint a little bit on the top here, just enough to get me started. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because I'm worried about it drying before I get the yarn down to it. I'm gonna try to wrap the yarn around as tight as I can. Oh my gosh, the Mod Podge is already drying. Oh my gosh. Okay. More Mod Podge. Okay, now that I'm at the bottom, it's starting to get a little tricky here. I'm gonna hot glue the end underneath the tree. I'm making a mess. Okay, I need to reheat my hot glue gun here. Glue gun is hot. So I'm just gonna put some on the bottom of it and glue the end down. See, I just glued the end down like that. Then it kind of just subtly tucks. That'll have to be the back. I guess I could have like stretched it a little further, but it was getting kind of thin there. So here's how we're looking so far. I'm gonna tuck this part in a little bit better so it's not sticking up. I'm gonna do the other two and then I'll be right back to show you how I'm finishing it. Okay, so I have all three of them wrapped now. So I think the next thing I want to do is start wrapping my bead ornaments around. I have silver and gold, so I'm gonna wrap silver one direction, gold the other direction. I think the best way to go with this is hot glue gun, just because Mod Podge obviously isn't gonna keep them from like moving around and stuff. And I want like the moment I have it wrapped, it to be like secure. So we're gonna go sit by my plant again because that is where I have to keep my hot glue gun because it doesn't reach to my table. I'm gonna start with the first one that I did because I think it is my worst one. They got better and better with each one. Like the last one that I did, which is the biggest Christmas tree, looks the best. I'm gonna start with the silver beads because they're bigger, so I think they might be a little bit easier, but I also could not know what I'm talking about here, so we'll see. So I'm just gonna start by putting a little bit of glue at the very top, a generous amount. Stick my hot glue gun back in my plant because I can't put it on my carpet and I don't have a table. I'm gonna put the first bead in here at the top. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. I'm just gonna do like hot glue dots every few points here. I'm also gonna try to put the hot glue dots on the back of the tree. I think that's pretty cute. You really gotta look at it from the front. That's, I think, the cutest part. Next, we're gonna do the gold in the opposite direction. Here's a little close-up for you on how this turned out. I really like it. I did smaller gold beads and then bigger silver beads, and I think it looks so cute. How fancy. It looks fancy, but like it's definitely not. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other two, and then I'll be right back with what I'm doing next. Here's how all the trees turned out. The big one is my favorite by far. And that's the first one I did. I feel like you can kind of tell that that's the first one. And then we got Andrew making dinner. That's what the chopping noise is. So my grand plan is to set these up in the window, and then I have some LED candles that I'm gonna place around them. I think that would be cute. And then I also have some little greenery that I'm gonna weave in and out around here to make it look fuller. And then I also got these snowflakes from Hobby Lobby. They were, how much were they? I think they were like $3, half off. And I'm going to hang them at different lengths from up here so it looks like it's snowing. We already have one hung up. We're just going to use some fishing line that Andrew has and then tie them. Here is my finished window. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like that we hung some snowflakes in front and some like in the window because I think it was Andrew's idea. He just gave me it was Andrew's idea, and it gives it more, what was it? Gives it more depth. So we're gonna leave those. I'm debating about putting like more greenery like this up above. I have some up there and then I took it down and I can't decide if I like it up or if I like it down. but I've been at this for a very long time, so I'm gonna take a break and think about it and then come back to it if I decide I want it back up. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. Bye.